babies love to come for some reason in May, June, and July. So it's really important that you have a good knowledge base about labor and delivery, or that you have maybe a baby advocate, you have a birth doula. I love birth doulas. I will say,
Yay.
as a childbirth attorney, I have never encountered a case where a doula was involved. I am convinced that doulas help bring babies safely into this world, because when you have somebody there present that you've had this relationship with, somebody that can speak the language of the delivery team, can, if the delivery teams are giving you options, kind of step in and whatnot. That's where my book goes. Like, okay, busy labor and delivery unit. That means you have to get ready. You have to understand what is childbirth. There's certain things that I go through in my book that are so important. So you can have that streamlined communication with your delivery team, or having somebody like a doula. Or I also go through, okay, baby advocate. And literally, when I go through it in my book, I'm like, listen, your husband's going to be there. I'm like, grandma and grandpa may be there. You may have a friend there. You may have an aunt there. Whoever's going to be there,
Mm-hmm.
designate them as a baby advocate. Give them a job. But just like
Mm-hmm.
in a job, you need a little bit of training. I go over in the baby advocate chapter in my book. This is what you need to make sure your baby advocate knows, or how they prepare to be your baby advocate on the big day. Again, just so you have a second set of eyes on you and baby to make sure everything goes okay.
I love that you're saying this because one of the things that I struggle with as a doula, and I know it's like, I do believe that doulas can bring more safety to birth because we have a relationship with that couple or with that parent that other people don't have. And sometimes we can speak the language of those healthcare systems that the parents may not be aware of because they're just not in that world often enough.
Mm.
But I think we've moved to this space where a lot of people are just like, "Oh, babies are dying, women are dying. Let's get doulas to fix this." And it's like, "No, let's not." Like, that's not we can't change hospital systems. We can't decide how someone uses Pitocin or whether or not there's enough coverage for the census at a hospital when they're really busy. And so I think there's a lot of buzzwords happening about having doulas be involved so that we can save women and save babies. And while it might be flattering, it's not wholly true in that we just can't change systems in that way. And so I feel like there's a lot of pressure being put on the doula community that we're supposed to make childbirth safer, when I truly do believe that the systems at play have a lot of work to do for that to happen. I don't know if you've seen that. It sounds like you have, since doulas have not been adding to the problem